troublesome.
And in the evening, when the gates were closed, and all was quiet, the piebald gelding continued his story.
My happy life ended all too soon. I lived this way for only 2 years. At the end of the second winter, I experienced the most joyous event of my life. It was quickly followed by my deepest sorrow. Just as Anka Street cried the prince, and away we flew. This was his mistress's apartment.
Whatever feels alright. No!
I'll fulfill any wish. Huh? Mathieu, I beg of you, what is your most secret desire? Huh? Tell me. No? No? Well then, I'll tell you your most secret desire, Mathieu. Your most secret desire. Oh! You love the races, Mathieu!
I love the races!
Well then, Mathieu, let's go to the races!
Races?
Yes, to the races!
Ladies and gentlemen, from the stables of Fritz Serpuhovsky, Strider will be placed in the next race by popular demand.
Bravo!
$7,000, the entire sum, right now.
9,000 Fritz for your horse.
I will pay 10,000 now and another 9,000 tomorrow after dinner.
I'm frightfully loose, Your Highness. I will pay you 15,000. I simply must have that horse.
No, no, gentlemen. This is not a horse, but a friend. I wouldn't part with him for a mountain of gold. Au revoir, gentlemen. Feofan, to the club. We'll have gypsies all night long.
Your Highness,
Yes.
His Excellency, the Lieutenant has asked us to forward this to you.
The lieutenant.
His Excellency, the Lieutenant.
Oh, yes. But what is it?
Your winnings, Fritz. Please accept these 1,000 rubles.
Now, gentlemen, I trust you'll remember. It's the horse who decides.
Begging your pardon, Your Highness. His Excellency, the Lieutenant, has asked us to inform you that it is the rider who makes the decision.
So, well, I say it's the horse. So, Mathieu. Mathieu. Mr. Williamson, have you seen Madame Mathieu? Mathieu. Fairfander, friend. Did you see where Madame Mathieu went?
Following the most joyous event of my life came my deepest sorrow. He spoke of her as his, and she had run away with someone else. It was 5 o'clock, and without even taking me out of harness, he set off after her. We had gone 16 miles when we caught up with her and her new lover. I took the prince back home. I couldn't stop shivering all night long. I couldn't eat anything. In the morning they brought me some water. I drank it. From then on, I was never again the horse I had been. Sick. They tortured me, maimed me, doctored me, as the humans called it. My hoof splintered, I had swellings, my legs bent, there was no strength in my chest. Anyone could see I was listless and weak. I was sent to a horse dealer. He fed me on carrots and other things that made me look like the horse I no longer was. It was good enough to fool those who didn't know better. But there was no strength there. No swiftness. Whenever there was a customer, the dealer would torment me by coming into the stall and beating me with a great whip, frightening me, driving me into madness. And he would wipe down the marks on my coat and lead me out. An old woman bought me from the dealer. She was always driving to the church of St. Nicholas the Miracle Worker, having a coachman flogged. The coachman would come and weep in my stall. It was then that I learned that human tears have a pleasant, salty taste. And the old woman died. Her overseer took me to the countryside and sold me to a peddler. He fed me on wheat, and I got sicker still. I was sold to a peasant, made to plow, had almost nothing to eat, cut my leg on a plowshare, and got sicker still. The gypsy fed his uncle for me. Tortured me horribly. And at last, I was sold to the count. here I am again. And no one recognized me, except Swan.
Take my word for it, Fritz. If the government wants the best for the imperial stables and is willing to pay for it, you'll find it right here.
We'll see.
True. Here now, nowhere in all of Russia will you find a better mare than this one.
Yes. Yes, Bobrinsky. But she's still a bit raw. Too much Dutch blood, that's my opinion.
But look, just look at those legs. You will not find a better mare for 4,000 rubles. Runs like the wind.
Like the wind?
Like the wind. 3,500. Fritz, cigars! Bringen Sie bitte einen Kasten, sofort!
Jawohl. So tell me something, Count. How much did Satin cost you?
Satin, he cost enough. 5,000, maybe 6. But Marie liked him, so I bought him for her.
Mathieu liked him also.
Who?
I never mind.
Have a cigar, Fritz. You've never smoked any like these.
I've smoked everything in my day.
Not like these.
I really prefer my own.
Are yours aged 10 years?
10 years. Are they really? Shall we continue?
Room! This one here I bought from Boykov.
Boykov, eh?
Her sire took 2 prizes. One in Moscow, one in Petersburg. Prince!
Very nice. Very nice.
Gentlemen, tea is being served.
Mathieu.
I beg your pardon.
Mathieu! Is that you, Mathieu?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
This is Marie. Marie! We'll be right there. So you started drinking, Prince.
What do you mean, started drinking? I haven't stopped drinking. Been drinking all my life. Only recently, drinking has begun to make me drunk. That's something that never happened before. It's not due to age. No, I know myself. I'm simply tired of living.
Yes, well, life is never easy. True?
A piebald, that one is. I had a piebald once exactly like him. When I think of what I've lost in my lifetime, I have, my friend, run through a fortune of over 2 million rubles. Now I'm 120,000 in debt.
I can believe that. But surely the reputation for a fortune that size would provide enough momentum to live on credit for several years.
It did. But the years have run out. The reputation expired. The momentum exhausted. Right now, I count myself lucky to get my hands on 1,000 rubles and have done with everyone. I can't stand Moscow anymore. Ah, well, why talk of it, eh? What's the use?
It's getting late, Prince. Let's look at some more horses, shall we? I wanted to tell you that on my farm...
On your farm. Now, that was the time when I loved life and knew how to live it, too. Now, you talk about racing. You tell me, what is your fastest horse, huh? Now, tell me.
Well, I guess that would...
Never mind. The trouble with you horse breeders is you do it only for ostentation. Not for pleasure. Not for life. Now, I was telling you I once had a trotter, a well-bred piebald gelding, something like this poor wretch. Ah, what a horse that was. I never had And you never have, and you never will have such a horse. I liked him. There was never a better horse for gait or speed or strength or beauty. You could not have known him, but you may have heard of him. He was known all through Moscow.
Yes, I believe I have heard of him.
But you have heard of him, yes. You know, I bought him just as he was, without pedigree, without proof. But then I knew Boykov, and I traced him. He was sired by Affable first. His name, Strider. Yes, Strider, that was it. Because he had a stride like a measure of cloth this long. He resembled this poor wretch. There aren't horses like him anymore. What a time that was. Living without worship, without love. Life goes by so quickly. That was a golden time. I was 25. I had 80,000 a year. Whatever I touched prospered. It all came to an end when they closed.
Fritz!
Mein lieber Herr, bitte.
Feofan! Feofan! Have some champagne, madame, some très joli.
Who's Feofan? This is my servant Fritz.
No, I had a servant once. His name was Feofan. He was a splendid fellow. I liked him. But he also drank himself to death.
Gentlemen,
Oh, when they close your eyes.
it's unbearable.
He's drunk, and he lies faster than he can talk.
Why'd you put up with him?
His relatives got him this job buying horses for the government, so I have to put up with him.
But he tried to flirt with me.
He tried to ask me for a loan.
Mein lieber Herr, bitte, Herr Prinz
The Feofan. Fein Hund. I must have told a lot of lies. But he's an awful swine. He's cheap like a merchant. But I'm an awful swine myself. I used to keep others. And now, others keep me. It's really amazing how much this poor wreck resembles Strider.
old age.
There is a pitiful old age.
There is also an old age that is both majestic and repulsive.
It itches me terribly. It itches me terribly.
Oh, never have I thirsted for life so much, but now the hour has come, and now I must die. And now I must die. Dead!
It itches me terribly.
Vaska! Vaska!
Oh, what?
Were you asleep?
Oh, no, sir!
Look at him. Look at him!
It's the mage, Your Excellency. Let me send him to the gypsies.
The gypsies? What's the use? Cut his throat.
Cut his throat. We'll do that, Your Excellency.
Only get it done today.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Oh, never have I...
Cut his throat, eh? So that's how it is. Well, now you're going to get it.